Coming up, we talk a little bit about the new biopic sensation, Michael. We will also be diving back into the well, all the way back to 1993, where we're gonna look at Super Mario Bros.
Yahoo!
Coming up.
When no one keeps their faith in you, it's up to you to see it through.
Hello, and welcome back to One More for Safety, where we filmmakers believe every film deserves a second take, including Super Mario Bros.
I picked this one.
This is a... Oh wait, hold on. I'm Imran.
And I'm Tyler.
And Tyler picked this week's movie.
Yes. I was so excited to show you this film. I actually wish we got to see this together, but
We couldn't
It's fine.
figure it out.
It's
We couldn't
fine.
figure out the time for it.
we'll do it another time. And also, Max is not here with us.
Max, again, not here, unfortunately, this week, but
Yeah.
he's here in spirit.
Yeah, well, he is wanted for war crimes, so he's kind of in his own... He's doing his own little thing.
He's wanted for war crimes. He's hiding out because the Mets have been
Yeah.
losing for so
Well,
long.
yeah, well, you know.
He's out. He's persona non
Which
grata
one's
now.
worse for him? We don't know, you know?
It's really close. Before we talk about Super Mario Bros., let's talk a little bit about Michael.
Mm-hmm.
The new Michael Jackson biopic, directed by Antoine Fuqua, with Jafar Jackson, his nephew,
Yes, nephew, yeah.
as Michael Jackson.
Have you seen it? What do
I
you
have
think?
seen it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard too.
Well, no, look. This is surprisingly divisive, I think, because I absolutely loathe this movie. I can't believe I spent money to go to the theater to watch it. But it has made like over $200 million.
Yeah.
And I've met people who have said this is,
Well,
fantastic.
Michael's
Great
a big
movie.
drawer anyway, you know.
Michael
but-
Jackson's the draw.
Yeah.
I guess for me personally, it's more of, there's two things happening in tandem. Number one, there's the music biopic of it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna not spoil it. I'm gonna try and not spoil the movie so you can go watch it and make your own, mind up on it. But ultimately, it tells the kind of first third of the Michael Jackson career story.
Oh,
Yeah, first
so not
third.
his whole.
No.
You don't see the.
It's
Do you see the
it's-
change from black to white? Do you see like him go through?
No, it doesn't get that far. It doesn't get that far.
This is pre.
So this is
Pre-op.
also, it's part
Okay.
of part of
Okay.
all what I'm
All right.
saying.
Okay.
We've had a lot of music biopics over the years.
We spoke about this before.
We have spoken about this before, and we've gotten to the point where music biopics, kind of like superhero movies, have reached saturation point where there's like there is a kind of like
That's what I think. at
look
least.
behind the
Yeah.
seeing through the veil, through the matrix. You can see how
just-
a biopic is
You
constructed.
can just see the
now.
formula. I think like you've hit the nail on the head that music biopics have really become and really come into their own as a genre. To the point where we've had fucking loads.
Yeah.
And like they're varied in quality. And I think, like you said, people are just kind of more clued up on the formula of
Yeah.
biopics.
But also, it's like, I think part of it is also like, we've had some curveball biopics
yeah.
recently. Like, Rocket Man is like the Elton John
Yeah,
biopic.
I like that one. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I haven't seen it yet,
Oh.
but I know it was like a jukebox musical.
The one with Taron
of-
Egerton, right?
the one with
Yeah.
Taron
That's-
Egerton.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
I know there's been Better Man, which was the what's his name? Robbie
Yeah,
Williams.
I haven't seen that
film,
one. I want to see that one. but-
Where
Monkey.
it's a music biopic, but the titular Robbie Williams is
Monkey
played
man.
portrayed by a CGI monkey throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting stuff. And then like in a more classical sense, we've had a Complete Unknown, Bob
Yeah.
Dylan biopic, Bruce Springsteen,
Bruce
Deliver Me
Springsteen
from
one,
Nowhere. But
yeah.
both of those have taken a kind of offshoot, a newer approach where it's like it's a
Yeah.
slice.
Yes.
It's a very specific slice of a artist's life. It's not
Moment,
even
yeah.
like a slice in the sense of like how this is like quite a few chapters. It's like
Yeah.
1/3 I said at the
Yeah.
top, but like the Bob Dylan biopic is like specifically when he's in New York,
Yeah.
and the
It's a
Springsteen
specific
biopic,
moment, you know.
Springsteen biopic specifically him making Nebraska. These are
Yeah.
quite short time frames. Michael is trying to do quite a few disparate eras of Michael Jackson, but it's basically just doing. It's like it's basically like high budget
Yeah.
copier and paste, where it's like we obviously know what a Michael Jackson music video looks like, how he dances on stage, how he sings live, and there's such documentation of it. I mean, he is one of the golden stars of MTV.
He's
Like,
also easily one of the most controversial figures of like the 2000s to the 2010s. Like that.
we'll
like,
get to that part. That we're not even we're in the technical aspects right now.
Okay.
That is the second prong, which we'll get to.
But what I mean is like because his career has spanned such a long period and he has so many like talked about moments.
Yeah.
The thing that I was always curious about was if there was gonna do a Michael Jackson biopic, how do you capture all of the different elements of Michael Jackson's like life and legacy? And the answer is apparently you don't.
You
don't do
ignore
that.
all of it.
Yeah.
And you basically do the Wikipedia surface level psychotherapy of his dad was a bit of a meanie.
Yeah.
And pushed the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
He leaves the Jackson 5 and becomes Michael Jackson by himself. It's really ultimately the
That's
only real
extent.
drive of the extent of exploration in the movie. And look, for some people that's enough.
Yeah.
For some people, all they've gone to the movie is like they just want to see Michael Jackson perform live. And if that's what you want in your music biopic of Michael Jackson, you will get that in spades. Go see it in the IMAX. You'll see his nephew do his best impersonation of Michael Jackson. It gets pretty close. But again, there's this uncanny valley thing of like, we've seen so much of we have so much recorded footage of Michael Jackson. It just doesn't feel,
Yeah, I think
it's like, why?
he is a very, very, just like I said, very well recorded person. So the thing that I kept seeing was mostly about Jafar's performance. Is it Jafar, Jafar Jackson?
Jafar Jackson.
Jafar
That's
Jackson.
really what the film is sold on, is like,
Excuse me.
alright.
It's about, like everything that I've seen is about how similar he looks or what the performance is like in comparison and like.
and look, he put in the work. He did. He gets close. He
Yeah.
gets close. But ultimately, that's the problem, right? It's like he gets close enough, but no cigar.
Uncanny. I feel like it's kind of uncanny valley there.
Ultimately, it's like Michael Jackson's music videos are such a staple of the history of music videos, and in that sense, the greater history of music. And so many of those music videos are so steeped in cinema, like culture and history. Like it's like riffs on like classic cinema that comes before it, like
exactly.
classic
Like horror movies with
horror
with thriller
movies,
and
classic musicals, and all that.
Billie Jean.
I mean,
is
it's
kind of like a.
You've got very big name directors directing these. I mean, the music video for Thriller is directed by John Landis, who did American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese did the music video for Bad. I mean, these are like heavy hitters.
Yeah. Bigger than that.
Yeah, bigger than that. And it just feels like this is like the $200 million equivalent of Now That's What I Call Michael Jackson, the compilation
see.
album. You know what I mean?
Or is that one of those episodes where it's like a remember when kind of
Yeah.
like, you know, what are they called, like clip
shows.
clip show ones, yeah, like a clip show episode.
So that's one prong, just the technical aspect. That it's just that's the movie. It's not a particularly interesting movie. The more glaring problem for me, and your mileage may vary obviously because of how you feel about the topic. No addressing of the allegations at all
Oh, the
with Michael Jackson, like, and his
antics.
there's two different parts of this. One is what the actions we do know he's done, because he was a bit odd in the back half of his career.
Yeah.
And then secondly, it is the pedophilia allegations.
Yeah.
No mention of either. That was not a spoiler, but it's not in the movie at all. There
Not
was
discussed.
there was going to be a subplot with this, but apparently it had to be cut out. Like they filmed it and they had to cut
Oh,
it
shit.
out because one of the characters, as it were, if we're gonna call it that was supposed to be portrayed in the movie, was obviously a real person, and part of the lawsuit that they had won is that they cannot be portrayed
Mentioned,
in any association with Michael Jackson anymore
Oh.
because of what he did to that kid. And was settled in court.
Damn.
That was settled in court. And so they had to cut that. They didn't double check this. I don't
Yeah.
know. The lawyers at Lionsgate didn't
Bold.
like make
Damn.
sure that this script was good to go because
Yeah.
this is Michael Jackson's a controversial figure now. This is not the
Yeah.
80s. Well, I guess I say
Well, to
that,
be-
but it's made $200 million, so
Yeah,
maybe not
well,
that controversial.
Is that how much it's made? Well, yeah, I suppose you're right.
So
yeah.
far. Yeah.
If it continued, when did it come out? It came out
Last week.
last week, so
Or I guess, no, it's, last week.
decent first week.
The biggest domestic
Yeah.
first day for a biopic ever,
They're not
89
gonna
million.
stop fucking making these movies. They're not gonna stop making biopics.
No, they won't. But if we're gonna keep milking biopics till the cows come home, give us some curveballs.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm excited for the Beatles biopic because at least the hook is like we're doing 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna be interconnected, but they're each gonna be an individual Beatle, and none of the writers have talked to each other,
Yeah.
so they can
It
write.
has got a good hook.
Yeah,
An
there's a formal experimentation that's interesting there. But this is basically just a long music video that is copying great music videos.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
If that's what you're into,
if that's
you're
what
gonna
you're
love
into,
it.
you'll
You're
love
gonna
it and
absolutely love
it'll work for you. But yeah, I just thought this was vapid, and I
not a
couldn't-
fan. Out of 10.
Well, I gave it a half star on Letterboxd.
Wow.
But to be fair, that's a
He was
combination
upset
of like
then.
I had like I said, I had problems with the movie, and then I had problems with what the movie represented to me. You know, so it's fine. But if
I
you
will
want
check
to
it out.
just watch
Yeah.
if you want to watch Michael Jackson music videos in IMAX, go watch it.
Maybe I will.
I will.
I've had enough of watching them on YouTube. I wanna watch them on the big screen, you know.
To be honest, I probably would have respected more if they just did 4K remasters of all the
Yeah.
Michael Jackson music videos and then played them back to back to back like it was MTV
Yeah, I'd have giggled like a schoolgirl.
in IMAX. That would have been great, but c'est la vie. Okay, let's talk about
Another
this.
great movie.
Let's talk about Super Mario Bros.
1993.
1993, I believe,
Yes.
is the year.
Yes. What did you think of it, Imran? You hadn't seen this before, had
I had
you?
never seen this
Yeah.
before. I had never seen this movie before, and back when we first pitched doing this
Yeah.
podcast a year ago,
Uh-huh.
off the bat, you were like, "We have to do
Yeah.
the Super
I
Mario
suggested
Bros.
this
movie."
right out the gate.
And it took us 8 episodes to work our way, the courage up to it, but we're here. I actually liked it.
Yeah, can you see why
I
I picked
actually
it?
really
Can you
liked
see
it.
why?
Not gonna lie. I know I just trashed the Michael
Yeah.
Jackson movie. I said Michael Bay. I just trashed the Michael Jackson movie at the top of this episode, and it feels weird to then say
This
Super Mario
good
Brothers.
movie,
Pretty good.
even though adaptation-wise,
Dog. Sorry, this is the worst Mario movie you could ever conceive of. But
Yeah.
if you want a sci-fi cyberpunk fantasy adventure
Yeah.
movie,
it's great.
this is great.
Yeah.
This is dope.
I'll be honest. So,
Wait, hold on. Before
Okay,
we get
yeah.
into it, to the viewers at home who've never seen the movie, let's try and summarize what the movie is. So,
okay.
the movie is about the eponymous Super Mario Bros.
Yes, Mario and Luigi Mario,
I
which
did.
they kept.
I never did think of the fact that it's called the Super Mario Brothers, so that means
Yeah.
they are the Mario Brothers. They're
Brothers.
both surnamed Mario. Never
And
really
Mario,
did think
Mario.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and that's canon.
and that's canon.
Canon.
That's a fact. They run a plumbing service in Brooklyn in the 90s, and they
Just a couple of Italian dudes.
just a couple of Italian
In
dudes
New York.
in New York
Yeah.
running a plumbing service.
Yeah.
They bump into Daisy,
Yeah.
who is a university student slash like archaeology
Yeah.
major or something, whatever. She's working at a dig site where they found dinosaur bones in Brooklyn.
Hey, man.
Sure.
Hey, we have the context. We
have the context.
First things first, right off the bat, you have flashback to the biggest time jump ever of 4 billion years in Brooklyn.
We see dinosaurs in Brooklyn 65 million years ago.
That's it, 65.
Then we catch up with Mario in the present. Mario and Luigi, they bump into Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy's trying to like work on this dig site that's about to be shut down, and then she gets kidnapped because it turns out she is the long lost princess of another realm,
an entirely different universe.
an entirely different dimension.
Yeah.
Where when the meteor hit the Earth that killed the dinosaurs, so apparently the meteor hit the Earth so hard that specifically on this point in Brooklyn, it caused
Shattered.
the dimension to shatter, creating a parallel dimension where dinosaurs continue to live and then evolved further into humans as well.
Yeah, so...
Because, sure. That's the movie. And then they have to save Daisy and then save the dimensions.
They have to travel to a wholly different dimension, which looks like Blade Runner. Blade Runner covered in some weird plant life.
Fungus.
Fungus, yes.
This movie shares, weirdly enough, more in common with David Lynch's Dune and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie than it does any Mario movie.
It genuinely does have that exact same vibe as the really old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, where it is just the dudes in the bodysuits and stuff
Dudes in
like that.
bodysuits, really, well, everything feels like a big studio set,
Yeah,
but in the best way possible.
Biggest credit I have to say, the production design, sorry, is actually top notch.
Again,
areas.
we caveat this by saying this is not an accurate or faithful Mario adaptation at all.
Or even really a good movie. It's just entertaining.
It's just really fun.
Exactly. Like I must admit, the reason why I picked this film is because I think this film, and maybe we'll get into this when it comes to like the ratings as well, is like I think this is a great film as like a party film. That you just say, hey guys, let's all gather around and watch this film.
You have 7 people, 10 people, 13 people at your place.
Yeah.
Some of them are drunk, some of them are sober.
Yeah.
You've had food already, and you guys have no idea what to do next. And you're like, let's put on a movie.
Watch this.
You put this on.
Yeah, exactly. Which is strange to say. But then like you said, I'd been requesting this film for a long time to be watched, okay? And then I watched it and I was like, the first 25 minutes are a bit of a slog to get through. It is Italians running amok and doing plumbing business, you know?
We can contextualize this because there is a connection between this movie and Michael.
Okay.
And I shit thee not, because let me land this plane. This movie is directed, the Super Mario's movie, is directed by Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel. Okay, a directing duo.
Husband and wife.
Are they husband and wife?
So yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But they were British-born, I think, music video directors. That's how they got their start.
Okay.
That 90s era of MTV. They also directed the Max Headroom projects. You know,
I have heard of them. I haven't actually seen them, but they're kind of they're doused in infamy anyway. The Max Headroom stuff.
It's gonna be weird to say this, but most of you guys at home probably remember Max Headroom from like Pixels.
Yeah.
There's a moment in the Adam Sandler movie Pixels which like the aliens copy Max Headroom.
Yeah. The thing that I remember is like this weird internet like video that came up in Max Headroom, and it kind of went into infamy.
He's like a floating blonde CG head.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a YouTube video that was really creepy that I saw when I was a kid, and I was like, I'm not watching that again.
Anyway, so they got started with those kinds of stuff. Which, by the way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the director was also a music video director.
That's the way to do it.
Antoine Fuqua, who directed the Michael movie, got to start doing music videos, and obviously,
That is
actually, he did a few Michael Jackson music videos.
Really?
As well. Yeah, the actual guy.
interesting.
It's not copying if you copy your own
yeah,
music videos.
copy your own homework.
And obviously Michael Jackson, one of the big hallmarks and
Yeah.
pushers of MTV. So
There's your little.
without Michael
there's your
Jackson, you
connection.
don't get MTV, and without MTV, you don't get the Super Mario
Don't get
Bros.
this movie. So thank you, Michael Jackson, for this movie.
There is, as you said, a certain vibe with these. There a ton of these directors that come out of like music videos where
Yeah.
it's like the visuals pop,
Yeah.
the story sort of dumb.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Highlander,
Yeah.
same deal.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
is.
it's like we can shoot the shit out of this movie. We know how to move the camera,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
big sets. You know, like
Big
on a
set
technical
pieces,
level,
yeah.
they can make it work.
Story's not
Story-wise,
there.
we're working on
Yeah,
it. We're
yeah.
working on it. It just needs to drive forward. Actually, the best music video directors turn movie directors, and we won't count like the genuine
Yeah,
greats. We won't
yeah.
count your Spike Jonzes, your David Finchers.
Mm-hmm.
In this vein of like, like mid-tier music
Yeah.
video director into mid-tier movie director, if the story has momentum, you can forgive how
Yeah,
dumb it is.
yeah.
Because it is effectively a roller coaster ride.
Pretty much. And I will say, like, although this film starts slow, again, as soon as you get through into the other
Realm,
universe,
yeah, dimension.
things kick off relatively okay and,
Yeah.
and keep moving from there, you know?
You know what I was shocked by? Opening credits are rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, there's the 65 million years
Yeah.
BC, which is so weird because the last episode, you weren't here, but we covered Materialist, which also does the same
Really?
gambit. But instead of dinosaurs, it's like a million years ago, it's like the first marriage.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
it cuts to modern day Brooklyn. And so this one,
Interesting.
it's like Brooklyn 65 million
Yeah.
years ago as well.
Further.
And then Brooklyn now. It's like, what the
Every
fuck?
single time I see that, I'm like, what, why? Where is this going if we're going that far back? And then, but you know, you need to wait for it to land.
Yeah, you
know?
need to wait for it to land. And then the credits roll, and obviously you got Bob Hoskins
Yeah.
playing Mario, John Leguizamo playing Luigi,
Yeah.
uh,
This cast is surprisingly stacked.
Dennis Hopper is King Koopa.
Who is it? You've got Aunt Petunia. What's her
Oh,
name?
Fiona Shaw.
Fiona Shaw.
Who is Aunt in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
And
but,
but she's also Marva in Andor.
Yes, you're right. That's it. Marva as well.
Which
yeah.
I choose to remember her
Yeah.
as.
Surprisingly stacked, but also I look at all of them, and I'm like, you're so miscast. Like
Get
for
that
these
paycheck,
characters,
y'all.
you're
Get
so,
that
You're
paycheck.
all so miscast, but like you are some of the top names of your time.
Well,
in-
the funny thing is they're not at this point, or really at any point, they're not stars. I guess Bob Hoskins is
He
the
is,
closest to being a star, but
He
like
had Roger Rabbit.
he had Roger Rabbit, but really that's
Yeah.
Mona Lisa and The Long Good Friday are not like tentpole blockbuster, like this guy's a star kind of things in the same way Roger Rabbit is. So really you just have Roger Rabbit.
Okay,
That's his
yeah.
thing. But so Bob Hoskins is the biggest name
Yeah.
on that list. Then you got John Leguizamo. Dennis Hopper, yes, again though, not really like star. He's like a
Yeah.
character actor, really, ultimately. And then Fiona Shaw, it's like she's famous now, but she's not.
Yeah.
not
Not
then.
at the time.
Do you have the name of the lady who plays Daisy on hand right now?
I have it. I don't have it on hand. I have it on phone.
Okay, while you check that. Anyways,
No.
so the credits are rolling,
Yeah.
and right off the bat, you can tell it's a music video director movie
Yeah.
because it's like it's. There's some hallmarks for some reason. Viewers at home, when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you won't be able to unsee it when you see a movie that comes out in the late 80s to late 90s, that period of time. And if the movie has Dutch angles, backlit smoke,
Yeah.
rain, that is almost positively a music video
Yeah.
director turned movie director. I'm telling you this right now. the chances are at least 80%.
Yeah.
And
It has all of those.
it always
all-
has
all of
rain,
those.
like rain coming from the sky or wet down streets.
Yeah.
There's always fog, big plumes of smoke, backlit, so it always is super bright. It feels like it's daytime at night.
Yeah. It's very blue.
It's very blue, and then there's always a Dutch tilt somewhere in there. Somewhere in there.
Which I
And
thought you'd love because you love them.
I do love
Yeah.
them, so I was locked in.
yeah.
Credits are rolling, you get these big names, and then it says music by Alan
Yeah.
Silvestri. Alan Silvestri, most famous probably nowadays as the guy who wrote the score for The Avengers.
Yeah, I know.
And also like Forrest Gump and a bunch of
I
Back
have this
to
written
the
down as
Future.
well.
This guy did not need to go as hard as he did with the Mario score. Bear in mind, no trace of any idea or allusion to the actual 8-bit
No.
Mario themes.
There's like a few sound effects at most.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the-
There's
but
some
not
like
in the
lip
score.
service
Like,
in the film. That's like they play it in the background or something. I think at one point, like one of them is like a ringtone or something, like an alarm
Yeah,
sound.
it's an alarm, I think. Yeah.
But Alan Silvestri basically treated this like this is another movie. I'm gonna
Put his all into it.
get a symphonic orchestra and we're gonna make some fucking scores.
Yeah,
And he
I
fucking
know.
cooked.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That is true.
There's
It's
like
absolutely
there
true.
is one score that they keep reusing, which is like the light score,
Yeah.
which sounds like it could be like a Back to the Future B-side of the OST.
for
It's
sure.
like dun 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 dun. If it's like the van is like racing around the city or they're running around the Koopa dimension, it's like this is the
Koopa
score that's
dimension.
playing. Look, they never say what we
I
have
just
to
called
call
it Dino City. That's
Dino
it.
City's pretty good.
Dino City, but didn't have a lot of dinosaurs in it. You had a few Goombas, but mostly people.
They couldn't afford all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean.
One Yoshi,
Yeah.
which we can get to.
Which was just a dinosaur, okay? Like, I'm sorry. Hello, my name is Tyler Willison, and I am not in danger. If you're listening, I am contractually obligated to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe, as it will please our algorithmic overlords and keep me alive.
Get back in your cells!
This is a very bad Mario movie. But that does not immediately mean it's a bad movie.
Yeah, you're right.
This is actually a solid fun movie.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fun. Well, I had a question for you.
Okay.
If you, I don't know, let me try and figure out how to word this. Like, if you didn't have the names of the characters,
Yeah.
when do you think you would have realized that this movie was based off of Nintendo's Mario Brothers? If you didn't know the characters, because that's the only thing that I can think, that everything is just related in name only. Like,
I think, to be honest, I mean, okay, say I don't even like clock that it's like Mario, Luigi, brothers,
yeah.
plumbers. Okay, say we ignore that.
mhm.
The moment that there's okay, so when the Mario brothers bump into Daisy,
Yeah.
she doesn't know that she's princess yet.
Mm-hmm.
She's left it when she's a baby. She's left at a nunnery.
Yeah.
That's the opening.
She's
of
born
the film.
out of an egg.
She's born out of an egg.
which is wild.
Also crazy.
Also wild. Yeah.
Also crazy. To be fair, I thought we were gonna get a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Like I
no.
thought the nuns were gonna have a dinosaur. to
Little
take
baby
care of.
girl.
No, baby girl. When they bump into her, she doesn't know that she's princess yet. She doesn't know that she's good. She's carrying around this like shard, which is
Yeah.
gonna be important later. But it was like left with her when she was a baby. Okay, so Luigi bumps into her, and is like instantly like
Immediately falls in love.
falls in love head over heels. For some strange reason,
Yeah.
Daisy reciprocates,
Yeah.
which he's putting out weird vibes.
Yeah, I was also gonna say that.
Immediately from the get
Kind
go.
of creepy, you know.
But I guess it's John Leguizamo, so the charm offsets.
Yeah.
They go on a date, and then like the ending of that, well, how they cap off the date is like Daisy takes Luigi to the dig site that
Yeah.
she's overseeing, which is where they found these dinosaur bones, which is like the portal
rift.
as well, the
Yeah.
rift into the other dimension. When they go down there and they're looking at the bones, and then suddenly like a pipe water main bursts, and you realize like the people who are like who were doing the dig, but then they found the bones by accident, so now they can't do their build
Yeah.
site, whatever. They are trying to sabotage the archaeology
Got some
people.
corrupt businessmen.
Yeah, they blow up the pipe,
Yeah.
causes water to like spill all over the dig site, and then suddenly Luigi's like a jump in action, and
yeah.
then Daisy's even like, "It's so great that you are here."
Yeah.
And even he's like, "Why?
Yeah.
Like, you're a plumber, aren't you?"
Well, that's what
Oh,
I was thinking. I was
yeah.
like, you know, burst pipe immediately. The bros are gonna get on it.
Yeah.
Okay?
What all the ham-fisted ways they're
Yeah.
trying to include the
Yeah.
plumbing aspect into
Which
the,
again is so just to me secondary in the Mario, like,
which is
of
funny,
all the
yeah.
things to focus on in the first half
Even
an
the-
hour of this movie.
even the games forget that
Yeah,
they're plumbers.
exactly.
They're basically just dressed like
yeah,
that.
pretty much.
That's when I would have clocked it.
Hmm.
Like, okay, so I guess they're like trying to be
It would have been.
the Mario brother.
It would have just been for me as soon as, like, okay, well, let's get into when they do travel into the dimension.
Okay, so
can I
yeah.
just say that
Daisy gets kidnapped.
Daisy gets kidnapped by King Koopa, who looks a lot like Donald Trump with a weird slick back hair.
Yep.
No offense to Dennis Hopper, by the way.
Well, I think the wig looks better than real Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
yeah, but gets kidnapped.
Gets
okay.
kidnapped by two goons.
Yeah, they are Goombas, I believe, aren't they?
No, they're not Goombas. Goombas
No,
are when they
they-
become the
Yes. You're
not Goombas, whatever the fuck
right.
those things
They
are.
really aren't Goombas. Like,
They look like
big men with tiny heads that just
they've got tiny,
terrifying.
tiny round crocodile heads
Yeah.
that look like, like they look like dopey killer crocs
Yeah.
from Suicide Squad.
Again, like,
And then they've got like a big oversized suit that looks like three kids trying to buy cigarettes.
yeah, that's it is like that. It does look like three small people in a large trench coat with a tiny little head sticking out. But
Yeah.
here's the thing as well, is like in execution, they don't look bad. I just think the vision is flawed from the get-go.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like,
Direction, vision, it's all out of whack.
yeah.
All out of whack.
But you can't deny that, the suits look quite
They look quite dapper.
Yeah, interesting. Like
Shall
in their
we-
own way.
So the first time we see a Goomba become a Goomba, it's Toad,
Beloved Toad,
who is not
street busker.
street busker
Yeah.
Toad, with like Elvis slick back hair
Not
and
even
a
that.
guitar,
He's got like a little
like a
shit,
swoosh.
shit quiff, all right, and then like this like weird circle thing, like circle haircut.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like it's a very.
He's
Again,
got like a cinnamon bun swirl
yeah,
on his head.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, let me go back to when they jump through the rift after Daisy.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say that it's I'm for certain that the directors of Doctor Strange and Sam Raimi in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness absolutely looked at this scene of Mario, because where he jumps in, okay,
Yeah.
and goes through the rift. That looks it's almost shot for shot, like
It's in
like the
Multiverse
Doctor
of
Strange.
Madness.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
with better effect.
Or the first one.
Well,
yeah.
because really, I don't know if you've ever seen, but they're all stealing from one great movie,
Yeah.
which is Lawnmower Man.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I have seen Lawnmower Man. Yes, it is. It
They
very
all
much
trying
is,
to.
yeah.
They're all trying to steal from the great.
I'm convinced that just with that moment, because when I saw it, and every single time I see it, I'm like, man, this is Doctor Strange before Doctor
It's always
Strange,
like
for sure.
big cavernous structure.
Yeah.
And then guy
Yeah,
falling
just
and
tiny
swirling
guy.
down through the cavern.
Yeah.
That's always the shot.
Yeah, it was such a weird psychedelic
Whoa.
trip that was very poorly rendered into a green screen.
To be fair, that was the best they could do at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. Well, you work with the resources that you've
Exactly
that
what
you've
you got.
But yeah, so they go through, and like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I think as soon as they're through into that other dimension, the strange Blade Runner city covered in semen, like
Yeah.
things pick up.
Yeah.
Like you've got these weird jumping boots, which
Yeah.
again, they have like the most minimal reference to Mario whatsoever in the fact that he jumps a lot.
They're like,
But
we
at
need
least-
to make him like jump really big in a way that a human can't. Let's give him bionic
Yeah.
legs that to strap on. So that they don't even jump, by the way.
No, like it's just
It's actually pressure activated flight.
exactly. But you know what would have made that better is if they'd added the sound effect of Mario's jump. Yeah. then I would have forgiven it. I'd have been like, okay, like this is well, I mean, still
a
not
choice.
great, but it's a choice. But no, it's just jump boots basically.
Yeah.
Which again, very strangely shot. Like when I look, like because you have the jump and then it's just just straight. Like they're usually like mid shots, I believe, and it's just someone clearly stood up just straight looking around as they're gliding across the background.
It has the feeling of like a camera operator at a concert.
Yeah, it
trying
does.
trying to catch a live performance.
It's really strange. It's very, very strange.
Well, okay. Now that you also say that, but I will say, I did really like. This is gonna sound so weird to say. Like, I think, because you talked about the falling effect.
Yeah.
When they first find the kind of flat rock
Yeah.
that is like, oh shit, that's the portal, that's the rift.
It's like dusty or whatever. Like they go.
That is basically the Avengers like snap death
Yeah.
effect,
No,
and
that-
it actually is pretty fucking good for 1993.
That was going to be my next point. Is the bit where Mario and King Koopa disintegrate was like again.
Oh yeah, they pull it back again later on, but they first do it when they like push through the portal, and it's like,
Yeah, but when they bring it back again, I was just like, man, there's so many ties to the Marvel movies and Avengers.
Mario has more
Yeah.
of an impact
more
on
in
these
common.
movies than we initially expected.
Exactly, it has more in common with the newer Avengers movies than it does with its own brand that it's actually copying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. So they enter what Dino City /
yeah.
Koopa World,
Yeah.
Dino Dimension.
yeah, something like that.
Whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no Bowser.
No,
Dennis Hopper is King Koopa.
Bowser does show up later. He's the king that comes up later and goes, "Oh, I love those plumbers."
That's Bowser?
That's apparently Bowser.
Fuck. Okay, well, we'll get to
Nothing
that.
like him. Who
We'll
is
get
that
to that.
actor? Also famous actor.
You can
I
search
wanna
it up.
say. I'm
I didn't
searching it
clock
up.
him because he's basically just in that one shot.
Yeah, one shot. Okay. Lance Hendrickson.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Lance Hendrickson.
Lance Hendrickson. Oh, and sorry, Daisy is Samantha Mathis. Before I.
Man, the masses. Okay.
But yeah, strange casting choice.
The yeah, so they're in the city. They make it to the city, and it's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
But you know they gotta make jokes
Yeah.
of like other boroughs in
Yeah.
New York,
Mhm,
and they trash on it because it's not
Yeah,
Brooklyn. And
exactly.
they just like, wow, this is a dump. Is
Yeah.
this the Bronx?
Yeah.
You know, is this
Yeah.
Queens? Which I'm sure absolutely killed in 1993
Yeah.
in New York. Only New
Absolutely.
York.
They'd have loved it.
They'd
Every
have
New
loved
Yorker, every New Yorker that watched this film, all 10 of you, would have really enjoyed.
All 10 people who watched this movie in Brooklyn were like, that's pretty funny, man.
But they get arrested, don't they? They get arrested at some point.
They get arrested.
Yeah.
Well, because they're trying to. Also, like they get arrested because King Koopa puts out a bulletin like announcement like, arrest, catch these plumbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone seems to know what a plumber is,
Yeah.
but there's no other plumbers in existence because
Immediately turn to those guys.
it's not like the description first off the bat was any specific.
No.
It was just like there are two plumbers out
plumbers,
there.
yeah.
Get them.
Yeah.
And they were just like, all
Not
right.
exactly carrying plungers or anything like that.
No.
Were they? No.
I guess they had their
They saw
belt.
a dude with a tool belt and they were like, plumber.
Plumber.
Yeah.
Bob the Builder. Plumber.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Cliff Booth in Once Upon a Time in
Yeah,
Hollywood. Plumber.
Plumber.
Yeah, they get arrested because
Yeah.
because they were next to Toad, who is a busker,
Yeah,
as we
busking
said,
Toad.
playing like
still equally annoying as the
Anti-Koopa,
action.
yeah, equally annoying, but he's busking anti-Koopa music,
Yes,
and
that's
that
right.
gets him
yeah.
arrested.
Yeah, he's a radical.
He's a radical, he's a hippie, you know.
Toad's gone woke. Toad's gone woke.
And this is the problem
Yeah,
nowadays.
and so he
isn't
gets
it?
arrested.
And so he gets, as he should.
And then his sentencing for the crime of busking is to be
Turned into
de-evolved into
yeah, to a Goomba.
yeah.
Which also I love that all Goombas look the same. it
Even in
seems.
dress,
Even dressed up.
Yeah.
But they had to separate Toad Goomba so that he could come back later and be like
the good
a good
Goomba.
Goomba.
The good Goomba.
So they were like, let's give you back
Yeah.
your harmonica,
Yeah.
your Bob Dylan harmonica
The one bit of identity you have
that
left.
you have
Yeah.
left. That you also retain, unlike any other Goomba.
Yeah, because other than that, they're just like mindless, aren't they? They even set each
Yeah.
other on fire. Like,
Yeah. Well, actually, at
one
the
point.
end, it seems like there are like different kinds of Goomba variants. Some are like more dinosaur-like. Some looks more like a
there's a
raptor.
real complicated ecosystem and societal system in Dino City.
Yeah.
Which also makes me wonder why Daisy, spoiler alert, Daisy decides to stay. Because I'm like, this is just to me, this is a nightmare world. Like,
Daisy's going back to
Yeah.
bring feminism
yeah.
and enlightenment against the racism in Dino Dimension.
And Toad is going to be her running mate.
in their VP.
Yeah, exactly.
Exact, yeah. Evolution.
Yeah.
Now, we're not scientists on this
No.
show, as we've established many
Not at
time
all.
again. Could this happen? This is...
I'm convinced this is what's happening right now
Yeah.
in our world.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm convinced. After seeing this, I was like, this is evidence for evolution. Checkmate.
So you're saying
Religious.
actually that all this time people talk about lizard people living underground, they were
Goombas.
right,
Yeah.
but what they got wrong was they look more like us than we initially
Yeah.
wanted to admit.
Sometimes they may have a weird long snake tongue, like King Koopa
The
has,
ladies
which was
love
I
that.
bet they love that. Yeah. No, honestly, when I see that every time, I'm like, oh, nice.
I wish.
Yeah. Beautiful mouth. What do you think the budget for this film was?
Ooh. 1993.
1993.
I think the budget was $75 million.
No. You've overshot the mark just slightly there.
Okay.
48 million was,
Okay,
was
okay.
the budget. I still think that is.
This looks fantastic
yeah.
for $48 million.
It does. It does look for it. It does look fantastic for that budget. I still think is way too much money for the kind of return, because this also made no money back. Like,
Well, they
at
weren't
all.
expecting it
Yeah.
to make no money. This is Mario.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty
Household name Mario.
Yeah.
In name only. You know.
Yeah, well, that was really the problem.
But no, 48 million. How
Okay.
long do you think they filmed for?
How long did they think they filmed
How long do you think
for?
filming was?
Oh, how long could they keep Bob Hoskins interested in
Yeah.
this project?
Well, here's an extra. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. I think that they shot for 3 months.
3 months. 3 months is 12 weeks.
Math, yes.
12 weeks. So this film was originally meant to be shot for 5 weeks. However, it extended itself to 17 weeks.
Oh
of
my
shooting.
God.
Okay. This film famously was an absolute shit show to do. The directors that you named, what were their names again? They were
The directing duo of where'd their names go? Their names have been scrubbed from the
they've
record.
been wiped. Well,
Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel.
were hated by a lot of the cast and crew, to the point where
Boy.
Dennis Hopper had a 3-hour shouting match with 3 hours shouting match with the directors on set.
Oh my
because
God.
of how long it was, or how long shooting was. Sorry.
Also, over what a crap role to have to defend yourself as Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
To have to do a 3-hour shouting match just to get
Get shit rolling.
get
basically.
shit rolling on
Yeah.
like I'm here. I want to get the shard
Yeah.
to merge the dimensions
Yeah.
and de-evolve the human mammals. Oh,
I just don't
Christ.
understand. His plan is flawed from the get-go. Let's just say that. But yeah,
How so?
3 hours shouting match.
I think it's pretty solid plan.
Just merge the dimensions
retake the overworld.
and use the super scope to
Use the
de-evolve.
super scope to turn all humans to monkeys.
Yeah.
And now you're top dog.
Yeah. Well, okay. Maybe it's not as flawed. Maybe it isn't.
Pretty solid
isn't
plan.
as flawed. But you could. I feel like he doesn't need to have. Like he could just rock up there, you know, with the super soak, and you'd immediately take over the world anyway, because that is an incredibly powerful,
Yes, that's true.
incredibly powerful gun. I feel like the rest of the plan seems a bit redundant, you know.
You think
Yeah.
King Koopa is selling arms to like Iran?
Yeah, I think he'd absolutely corner a market, you know.
He said no. Okay, he's actually playing both sides.
Yeah,
He's selling
exactly.
to Iran and Israel.
Exactly. He would. That's all he needed to do. But
Yeah.
no. So also another great fun fact.
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins and John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo were drunk the entire time.
I could
of
feel it, baby. I could
17
feel
weeks
it.
of shooting. I was gonna ask if you noticed it, whether you noticed in their acting that they were
Well,
completely blasted.
I don't know if
for the
drunk was
entire
what I would
time.
have guessed immediately. I don't think I would have guessed like, oh, they're both drunk immediately. But I could definitely tell, especially with Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
He is having way more fun than I thought he would be in this part than
Yeah.
anything else I've seen him in. That like, there's no way he's just. We know
Yeah.
what he's like in real
Yeah.
life, like seeing interviews
Yeah.
of him. This is like
Yeah.
they've done something to him.
Bob Hoskins also really hated working on
Well,
this movie.
yeah, that I
Yeah.
knew going in
Yeah.
actually. So I was surprised when I saw the product of what he
Yeah.
was acting like. You couldn't have told me that he hated it watching his performance.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because clearly he was drunk as a fucking mule.
had to be. But then, what I think about is also how can he have had such an awful time working on this when in Roger Rabbit he was literally acting basically by himself, like.
Well, I guess because
we've seen Ian McKellen acting by himself, and that man was literally at the verge of a nervous breakdown in The Hobbit, and Bob Hoskins had to go through pretty much the same thing, to a certain extent, I think, except just much
I think
earlier. And I just wonder how could he have been able to put up with that, being basically by himself. And then absolutely fucking hate
I think the difference there is that, at least specifically with Ian McKellen, it's like he knew what filming Lord of the Rings was like.
Yeah.
So then The Hobbit was like a downgrade because it stripped away more stuff. The process was completely different, right?
You're saying there was no bar to begin with
Bob Hoskins, you know, Robert Zemeckis probably came in like, hey, Bob,
Yeah.
so what we're going to do is you're going to talk to this empty air here,
Yeah.
and there will be a rabbit there
Yeah.
that you're going to talk with, but it's just, we'll
have to
animate it
pretend.
over. You just got to pretend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I really like Roger Rabbit. We should
I
definitely
do.
watch that at some point because I'm
Roger
a big
Rabbit's
fan of
great.
that. Yeah. But
Maybe do it before Coyote versus Acme.
yes, we should definitely do that.
We'll put it on the list.
Yeah, for sure.
So Bob Hoskins, drunk as a
drunk
skunk.
as a skunk, absolutely.
John Leguizamo, also drunk as a skunk.
for sure. Though,
What was the actress for Daisy? Any drunk
no,
drunk
to be
facts
honest,
for her?
not
She's
for
the
her.
only sober actor.
I think maybe. I mean, she gave the impression as the only person that knew what they was doing, like at least remotely most of the time, and she was the one that was kidnapped.
Yeah.
But again, like what I also find interesting. I mean, it's obvious why, but they went with Princess Daisy instead of Princess Peach, and gave Luigi the love.
Yeah, you know what?
Rather than
I was about to
Mario and Peach.
I was
which
about to
thought
say
was-
because I think they were like, clearly one of the first pieces of the puzzle was we need a guy that looks like a stout Italian plumber, and they were like, get Bob Hoskins on the phone. And then once they got Bob Hoskins, they were like, we can't have Peach now
Yeah.
because then we would have to cast the love interest against Bob Hoskins.
Cowards. Cowards, I say, cowards.
But I say that for some reason they give Bob Hoskins Mario a whole seductive dance,
Yeah.
like stealing the gem from a woman on the dance
wanted to
floor
talk about that
set piece.
that dance,
Holy
that
cow!
nightclub scene.
And she was into it.
Yeah, that.
Even though
that
it was so
lady-
clear that he was trying to steal that fucking rock
Isn't
from
that
her.
Big Bertha?
Big Bertha.
Again, in name only, since that's a fish in the Mario.
I didn't even know that
No,
Big Bertha
this
was
is
a
what I
character
mean.
in Mario.
You did like
I
you
didn't
wouldn't
know
know.
that.
You
No.
wouldn't know this was Mario, really, other than the fact that it's just two Italian plumbers running around finding or saving a lady
Yeah.
who may or may not be a princess. That's it. Everything else is just its own thing.
It's something else.
Blade Runner.
It's
Blade Runner, basically.
it's something else.
And then you get the absolute cherry on top of the film, which is also why I wanted Max here, of basically Mario is the cause of 9/11.
Well, hold on.
How
Okay.
did you feel when you saw that moment where they just go, look, and it's just a shot of the Twin Towers literally being disintegrated, like before their eyes?
I had to rewind
Yeah.
to make sure I didn't miss. I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But also, it's funny because it's the only thing on the skyline.
Exactly, that's what I mean. The only thing that they went for, it wasn't like, oh, they destroy all of New York.
It's
It
not
was
like
just,
they
no,
took a chunk out of the skyline. They were like, no,
specifically
just the two
Twin Towers.
What did Koopa know?
Yeah. I mean, they say they're like, oh, they'll do anything for publicity these days. And I was like, damn, like,
Koopa can't melt steel beams.
yeah, I was just about to say. Oh, man. Yeah.
That
the
was-
cherry on top, I feel like, of that film is just an absolute, like, the film is so of the time.
Yeah.
Like, even straight from the narration at the beginning to the uber metal font of Super Mario, like it's
Yeah,
all very like
you're
it's
right.
all
The 3D effect.
Yeah,
font
exactly.
with the glowing blue.
Terminator. It's Terminator.
Oh, it's like so many 90s movies.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like they all have
RoboCop, they
exactly.
all look like that.
They all have that. It's so of the time. If anything, it only adds to my theory that this is actually what is going on in our real world right now. There is an alternative Manhattan or New York that is
In the upside down.
in the upside down.
In the dino dimension.
Yeah.
Where the Twin Towers still
And it was actually
stand.
the Goombas and Cooper.
Or did the towers fall into the other dimension?
No, I think they just blew up.
Okay.
I think they just blew up, man.
they just blew up.
I think they,
Fair enough.
I think they just were gone completely. I
That-
just thought it was great. I just thought it was a real moment, a real of the time moment that I was like, you
To be
can't really get
fair,
away with that now.
they also never show the towers come back.
No.
There's
so-
no shot. There's a shot of it like literally collapsing
Yeah.
and disappearing into the ether.
Yeah.
But they never bring
Never
it
come
back.
No.
So-
So that's what I mean.
It's probably down there.
You could be right, actually.
Probably down there in Dino City.
Either way, Mario caused
9/11.
9/11 before 9/11. You know.
Yep.
And we have felt the shockwaves of that event
Echoing
since.
through time.
ever since,
Ever
basically.
since. Ever since.
And then also another. This is my final note that I have on here, so
Yeah.
bear with me.
No, I do see now that it just says 9/11 on the top.
Yeah,
pad,
9/11 is caused by Mario on there. But the absolute goal of the studio then to have a cliffhanger
I
ending.
fucking know. Oh my god, that shocked me so much.
The fucking balls to be like, yeah, and we're gonna get another one.
I couldn't believe that there was a sequel tease at the end of
yeah,
this.
I loved
I
it.
was shocked.
They did the Back to the Future thing of like Daisy comes
Daisy
back
comes out of the blue.
with a gun and like
She looks
armored up.
like a Power Ranger.
yeah,
And it's like, doesn't say what's happening.
No.
She just says, Mario, Luigi,
we need to go
we
back.
need to go back.
And also I don't want to be rude, okay? But well, I suppose we're being rude to this film all the way through.
No, but we
There's
actually
love
do
for
like
it.
watching this
yeah,
movie.
there's love for it.
I
okay?
wouldn't say no to watching this again.
Yeah, but it's like this sequel bait of like, yeah, we know that we're gonna be back for another one, and then it ends with Bob Hoskins just going, "I believe." And that's such a wet like line to end on. To me, like I like, because I enjoy the film, and then it gets to that point, and I'm like, so what the fuck was I meant to take away from this? I feel like fucking J.K. Simmons in Burn After Reading. You know that ending where it's like, what did we learn from this? Like,
I don't know, sir.
I don't fucking know either. Like,
I guess we learned not to do it again.
yeah, that's genuinely. Maybe that's what the executive producers were like when the film ended. They were like, what did we learn from this?
Just don't do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll do some OMAs.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll be right
See
back.
you in a bit.
Hey, Imran here. If you're enjoying us ramble on about movies, make sure you follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or that suspicious CD vendor on the street. Don't worry, he's cool. It's just Tyler.
Hi.
OMAs.
Yeah.
One more awards. Hyper-specific categories to award our favorite and least favorite bits of movies.
Yeah.
Physical comedy award. The Iris Henderson Punch Out.
Yeah.
When Bob Hoskins actually acting the shit out of trying to jump through the portal the first time. My goodness, he's really selling that. Holy cow. There's like an extended like Abbott and Costello Three Stooges bit where he's like, whoa, 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 and then he finally falls through and he does the fucking multiverse of madness moment. He's selling the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Then there is, I think it just tickles me every time, which is like Toad they transform, de-evolve him into a Goomba, and then they give him his harmonica.
Yeah. Well, that was going to get the award for the most unnecessary punishment for a crime I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But also, I have to give, this is me giving love to the production designer again, the most disgusting goop in in a film. You have the weird fungus all over the city, and then you have Dennis Hopper in a lake of cement with.
Sorry, what is that?
I have no idea.
The first scene we see of him, he dips his hands into cement, and then it's
and he's just walking around.
with it. What does it mean?
It's the Lazarus Pit. I mean, that's what it must be.
You know what though?
The Lazarus Pit.
I just swear to God, I was watching that whole sequence and was like, is this the Harkonnens from Denis Villeneuve's Dune?
Is this Dune?
Is this Dune? Like, this looks like, you know when Stellan Skarsgård like floats out of the...
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it looks like.
It does. It looks like this
It just looks lit like it's a 90s movie rather than... Like, that set looks the same.
Pretty much, yeah. They use the
Dennis
same
Hopper is
set.
like neck deep in concrete fluid, and it's just like
fucking. I just didn't understand that at all. Him and was it Aunt Petunia?
Yeah. What her name is? Lena?
Yeah.
In the movie?
Yeah. Lena. Just in a tub of cement, basically. For no reason.
Just
I don't
chilling.
understand why they were in
Just
there.
chilling. Okay, wait. The most unnecessary one scene character has to go. This is a new award I want to put out there because I'm seeing it more and more now. What the f is with Bowser then?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I just was calling him the king, but that's Bowser.
Yeah, King Bowser.
He's got his whole like. He actually has like a full-on like King Theoden.
Yeah.
Dark have been my dreams of late moment where he transformed because Koopa Dennis Hopper like turned him into mushroom fungi as punishment
like
to trap him.
It looked like
He looked like a green sludge.
Yeah.
He looks like Man-Thing.
Yeah.
With no face.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Koopa is defeated, he becomes human again.
Yeah, back to being a human.
Oh, those plumbers.
Yeah, all those plumbers. No, yeah, I agree. Also completely unnecessary.
Dark have been my plumbers of late.
I think as well, I feel the whole nightclub scene needs an award for just unnecessary entirely, and also has the song. What song is it that they play?
They play like 3 songs. They're really
There's a specific
That's
song
really
that they play when they're
juking.
chucking the they're trying to get they're like chucking the necklace, isn't it, or something like that? They're chucking the gem necklace.
yeah.
It's like walk like a dinosaur.
Everybody loved the dinosaur.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah. I also found it quite upsetting that they decided to give Mario and Luigi completely the wrong colors for their, like, I know they get their plumbing outfit, which
But
is
for so long,
Yeah.
Luigi's dressed in red.
yeah, it makes no
It
sense.
also infuriated me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think after a while, I was just like, this is not a Mario movie.
Yeah, that's just what you just have to accept,
Accept
that. That it's just not a Mario movie.
No.
It's just a movie.
It is a random fantasy cyberpunk movie. And
Yeah.
once you tune your brain that way, my
You'll
God,
actually
what a
start to enjoy
ride.
it.
What a
I
ride.
promise.
I had written down Dino City is Elon Musk's dream.
Yeah.
Because actually all cars are electric
Yeah.
vehicles and they're wirelessly powered.
That
Do you know? Because there's the whole, by the way, a really involved car chase sequence. Like there's one point where like they're all police cruisers, but the police cruisers have like a basically like a sled in the front to like,
yeah.
and like at one point I think the car flips and then it's stuck on top of another,
Yeah.
like riding around. A big explosion.
Yeah. Big explosion.
Movies used to have explosions that looked like that. This was a crappy 90s movie, and it has explosions that look better
Better
than
than
like
now.
most modern
Yeah.
CG
I agree.
explosions.
I agree with you.
I don't know what's happened.
We're going backwards. We're de-evolving.
We're de-evolving. No!
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so the car drives out of the city into the Kupahari.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then as it's going through into the desert, it's like the car's like computer system says, car is off grid, no more power. I'm like, whoa, holy cow, Dino City has got it going.
Yeah. I feel like this film is ahead of its time in many
This
ways.
is the blueprint for Tesla.
It's the blueprint for Doctor Strange. It's the blueprint for Infinity
Dune,
War,
Avengers,
Dune,
Elon Musk's Tesla.
9/11.
Yeah.
Like,
This movie.
it's surprisingly
Prescient.
very ahead of its
Yeah.
time in all the most ironic ways.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie, this is like The Simpsons of movies.
Yeah, it is. It's aged both like fine wine and like milk.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
It's so strange. That's why I feel like it is such a film of the time, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see if you can do this. Okay. Click, 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 click. I was actually the first time they did it, I was like, that is so 90s corny.
Yeah, I know.
By the fifth time they were doing it, I was like, fuck it, this is great.
Just bring it
Let's
back.
bring it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So I think we're gonna do this
Yeah.
from now
do it
on.
again.
Click, 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 click,
Click,
click,
click,
click,
click,
click.
This makes no sense.
It
I don't
makes no
understand. How
sense.
did that even start for the brothers? I don't get it.
I think what it was is Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were drunk as shit.
They were doing that behind the scenes.
Glug, glug, glug,
Yeah,
glug, glug, glug.
yeah. They were doing that behind the scenes, and the directors were like, "Wow, they're really getting
They're really
on like
getting
brothers."
into the role.
Yeah, I really sense that. And they've just got their little hip flasks in their tool belts, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't got any other notes. I mean, we could do shelf life if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, go
where,
on then,
where would
let's
you
talk
want
shelf life.
Where would you want to put this film?
Well, before we even go into that,
Okay.
I think I told you this like a few weeks ago, but it is crazy. Like physical media as a whole for the longest time has been in kind of like a downward trend.
Yeah.
Most people are streaming, whatever. This is like the first year where it's actually an improvement after like 9-10 years of like downwards. Like we've
Yeah.
had a 3% increase in physical media sales.
Oh, really?
Great. We're
back,
We
baby.
might be slowly inching back. But one of the things that means in the physical media like market is that because less volume of people are buying,
Yeah.
it's becoming more and more like individual items are getting priced higher because it's more towards like collectors.
That's what I was about to say. It's becoming more collector's luxury kind of.
Yeah, it's the difference between like, look, like we can do an example here. This is for the viewers who are watching the video. This is a regular Blu-ray, just like single case. This is Bo Burnham's 8th Grade. It's only got one disc inside. That's it. Nothing special. This is like what people think of when they think of like a Blu-ray. It used
Don't
to
even
be.
get a little menu.
Don't even get a little. You
Yeah.
don't get a
Which,
booklet or thing
I
inside.
I find that criminal, personally.
But this is mass market Blu-ray.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
mass market Blu-ray. Nowadays, when you buy a single Blu-ray, they're like this.
Yeah.
This is
That is a collector's edition.
this is
booklet.
this is collector's edition, American Cinematograph's special edition of Jonathan Demme's Married to the Mob. It's a hard case
God, that does look
and
nice,
a
though.
book
That does look nice.
with 2 discs in 4K and a whole like essay write-up booklet. And obviously, this is a really nice edition.
Yeah, that
it's
is-
got like a booklet thing and
You
everything.
just wanted to show this
I did
off.
kind of want to show this off because this is one of my
It
favorites.
looks really nice,
It's
dude.
gorgeous, but
Yeah.
it does mean the difference between the cost of this and the cost of this
Yeah.
special edition and the cost of this regular Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
This was like $7, and this was $40.
Damn. Now,
Now,
why have you brought this up? When
The
it comes
reason
to
I bring this
Mario?
up in relation to Mario is that it used to be we would be grateful that a movie like a famous movie, something like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, gets a 4K remaster, and we're like, oh my god, they finally got around to it. That's crazy. The Super Mario Brothers movie has a $100 4K remaster special edition out in the wild.
Yeah.
You can buy that, and it comes with 3 like booklets worth of special editions. It's got like 2 discs. It's a 4K remaster, and it's like $100. This is the state of physical media we're in. It's both a blessing and a curse. You can get 4K remasters of absolutely anything, from the highest of high quality to like bottom of the barrel
So
trash.
are you gonna get it now? You've seen the film. Are
I-
you gonna get the £100 4K remaster with, you know, all of the booklets?
with 3
Yeah.
scripts
Yeah.
printed in booklet form.
Yeah.
Look,
I think it's tempting offer, isn't it?
it's really tempting, but I say all this to say, no, I will
No.
not be purchasing the $100 special edition
Damn.
4K remaster of Super Mario Bros. The movie.
Someone will. Someone will buy it off of me. I'm
No.
certain.
1,000 people will,
Yeah.
because that's probably like it's probably like some numbered special edition, and you know for a fact that it will sell the fuck out. I will not be one of those. I think you buy this on, well, maybe.
Just don't try and buy it. Just try and watch it. You know?
Well, the thing is, it's not really on a streaming rotation.
the
The
issue.
rights
Yeah.
to this is kind of usually up in the air, and like I don't think anyone's really clamoring to stream.
yeah, I
it
was about to
and
say, I don't know
have it
if
on a
anyone's
streaming
rushing
service.
rushing to get it on streaming services.
I won't say how I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to say how you watched it, but we have means that might not be.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We have our means.
I
But I also don't know if
I
people
would-
are going to arrest us for, you know, having our means of watching a film that came out in 1993.
Look,
that
if you
made
c-
no money anyway.
if you can find a secondhand DVD for like
Yeah.
$2,
Get it.
I actually would say just get it.
Yeah.
Because this is so. You have to see this once
Yeah.
in your life.
Mm-hmm.
If only to understand why everyone clowns on it, but maybe you'll watch it and realize this is really
There's some
fucking
nuggets.
fun.
Yeah, I genuinely think, because I do have the DVD somewhere. It's not quite the 4K,
4K special,
remaster,
$100
but I
special
did
edition.
find the DVD for like peanuts, and I actually like fucking love having this film in my back pocket, being like, hey guys, do you want to quickly
Because-
watch this? Like, because
No one's gonna have seen it.
No.
Well, not that no one's gonna have seen it, but the likelihood that someone has seen this movie is
Yeah.
near 0.
and when you do see it, there are just some moments that you can't unsee. Like you've experienced them now. you
There are
know?
moments where if you've seen it and you are sharing it with other people, the screen is playing and
Yeah.
other people are probably locked the fuck in
Yeah.
because they're like, what is happening? And all you can do as a viewer who has seen it before is turn to your friend
Yeah.
who's watching it,
Yeah.
stare at them side
Yeah.
on and just be like, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Just you wait. Yeah, exactly. But I genuinely, how are we doing shelf? Like, how do we do this? It's like front shelf is, this is the creme de la creme.
You know what's funny? I was slowly realizing like our shelf life system or shelf life as a system is the inverse of what we think of in like drinks terms. Because a top shelf drink is like the really premium shit that you keep far away.
Yeah.
But usually a top shelf Blu-ray is the ones that you forget about because they're so high up.
Yeah.
Or bottom or back of shelf. So really
Yeah.
like the farther away it is, actually the crappier it is.
Yeah.
Because you want easy access.
That's
to
what I'm
yours.
thinking.
So this is,
I don't know. Like, I want to have it front.
I think it's
like,
front of shelf, top.
At the top. Yeah.
For people to look up there and say, is that the Super Mario Brothers on DVD? And you can say,
I'm glad you noticed.
exactly.
Get out my little ladder and I step up to the top shelf and I
God,
go, you're in for a
exactly.
gem.
You do your, exactly.
Yeah.
You bring your library ladder around
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
strap in.
Yeah.
Do you have 1 hour and 45 minutes to spare?
I'm glad that we're in agreement here. That it deserves a place
On the shelf.
that's viewable.
I think this is actually important canon in movie history.
For a lot of films.
Well, if only to understand the kind of music video to movie pipeline that was happening in the 90s. There's a really great video essay by Patrick H. Willems that literally came out like a week ago, talking all about
Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Yeah.
music video directors transitioning to movie directors.
Okay, yeah.
And I think it is briefly mentioned that Super
Well,
Mario is, but there are a lot of
Makes sense, yeah.
fantastic directors that you probably know by name, and they're great movies that will also music video.
Started on music videos.
I would highly recommend that video essay. It's a really good watch. So that's another recommendation. But ultimately, top shelf, front of shelf, DVD, secondhand copy.
Good to bust out in party situations, I think. Because also, again, like I said, first half an hour is a bit slow. You can have it just on in the background, but when you get those visuals kick in and they're in Cooperville or
how whatever
Dino
variation
City, whatever
of,
you want to call it.
of Mario World that isn't New York that you want to call it.
Certainly not the Mushroom Kingdom. Or if it's the Mushroom Kingdom,
Mushroom City.
It's got to be the Mushroom Kingdom, but so far into the, like, this is it during austerity. like this is
it during austerity? It's crazy.
It is.
Mushroom Kingdom under austerity measures. Oh my God. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have seen recently this week or that you're going to watch that you'd recommend people to? I think my Patrick H. Willems shout out will be mine this week, but do you have anything else that you want to say?
Well, I finally watched Project Hail Mary. And I think it is my favorite spaceman in space genre film. I think it does, in my opinion,
Eclipse Martian.
It eclipsed Martian.
Oh my God.
And I do think it, although I did speak to someone at work and he said that he doesn't think it's comparable, but I do also think it's more rewatchable than Interstellar as well. I think
I like Interstellar more, but I think this Hail Mary is the more rewatchable.
I just think it has so much more of a feel good and a bit more of I like it.
Well, look, it's the same.
More
it's the same. It's the same way that Super Mario Bros. Is more rewatchable than like Schindler's List. But Schindler's List is the better movie. But I can only
wild. That's a wild.
I can only watch Schindler's List so many times in a month, in a week, in a day.
Holy shit.
But Super Mario Bros. I can realistically be like, you know what? I can go second round in a week
you're
or
right.
so.
You're absolutely right. Wow, one more for safety, where we cover films from Schindler's List to Super Mario Brothers. That should be the new. That should be the new intro.
It's just the first comp I could think of. It's just okay. Look, viewers at home. It's because out of the corner of my eye, I can see my stack of Spielbergs over on my left hand side because I've been looking on this side. So when I was just thinking of a serious movie, That's just such endless list. I think that'll be it.
Project Hail Mary is the Super Mario Brothers to Interstellar Schindler's List is wild. But no, I do agree with you in the sense that like I think Interstellar is far more introspective and far more impactful in the sense of like you'll finish it in the same way of like 2001 Space Odyssey, and you would have gone for an experience that you will hold on to.
In 2001, not like an instantly
Yeah,
rewatchable
exactly.
kind of thing.
But I found Project Hail Mary so entertaining and like just feel good, but also like it still had
Technically
that Andy
great,
Weir, like
Story's great. I mean, totally.
because it's Andy Weir, isn't it? It still has the kind of Andy Weirisms of like, you know, scientific problem solution based, you know, with
Story.
you know, trying to figure out how to, you know, make
And
a
it's
language.
emotionally, resonant.
It is. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
And then did I mention? I think I mentioned that I saw the drama, didn't I? I think I mentioned
did.
that last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only other thing was I watched Project Hail Mary. Although I did see a trailer for our hero Balthazar.
Oh, I have
you
not heard
heard-
of this. No.
Oh, it's
What's
got it's got the main kid from the It Chapter 1 film.
Okay.
I can't remember his name.
No, I can't
Sorry
remember
to
his
that
name
guy.
either.
And Asa Butterfield, and
Okay.
it looks really, really good.
What's it about?
From what I understand, it's set in contemporary America, and it follows one kid who's like that. Well, it follows like essentially one kid who befriends another kid online, and that other kid wants to commit a school shooting or a shooting of some kind.
Jesus.
And
great double feature with the drama.
And the kid, the main kid Balthazar, is gonna try and do what he can to stop him from doing that as his friend. But Balthazar is also a bit of a sociopath by the looks of it. And it's by the same producers, I believe, of Uncut Gems and Good Time. So.
Okay.
Although I don't always like to just go off of what the producers have done, because, you know, producers can make good films and stinkers. Well, so can directors, but I feel like with directors you get a specific vision and auteur.
There's a wider gulf sometimes with the producers.
Exactly. But I saw the trailer like literally a couple of days ago, I think it was, and I was like, okay, I might check that out. I think it's on Netflix. I think so. So, you know,
I can't watch it then.
it'll be on something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It'll be on something, I'm sure.
Okay.
But it literally just came out recently, so
That's great.
also I'm going to check that out, and I'll let you know what I think of it when I eventually do.
Good recommendations. Well, I think that wraps up this week
Yeah.
on One More for Safety. Don't know what we're doing next week yet.
No, it's going to be a mystery for us just as much as it is for you.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. And it is a Tuesday show now. One More for Safety is moving to a Tuesday morning release.
Yes.
So this will be the first episode released on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna just do it Tuesdays moving forward.
I'm waiting for the point where we get to a Wednesday and it's like, and now it's a Wednesday
And now it's a middle
show.
of the week
Yeah.
show. Until it finally becomes Monday again.
Yeah, we're
We'll
gonna go
slowly
back
shift.
again. Eventually, we'll go round back to Monday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I've been Imran.
And I've been Tyler.
And you've been listening to One More for Safety. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.